Hello, everyone. Just a quick note about one of the major shifts in our sky right now, which is the planet Uranus returning to the sign of Taurus. So this is not a brand new transit, and this is why it matters. This is why I want to talk to you about it. So a little bit of context. Uranus entered Taurus back in May of 2018, okay? And it stayed in Taurus from 2018 all the way until 2025. And to be exact, Uranus moved out of Taurus into Gemini on July 7th of this year. So imagine that from 2018 until 2025, Uranus has been shaking, transforming, updating, elevating Taurus themes. So now Uranus on July of this year entered Gemini for the first time since the 1940s, and now it just returned to Taurus for the very last time. And it's going to remain in Taurus until April of 2026, until it's going to re-enter Gemini for good. And then Uranus is not going to go back into Taurus until 2102. So this means that this is our last window. This is our final chance to take advantage of this transit. So Uranus speaks about liberation, innovation, elevation, upgrading something, awakening, which awakening and liberation have a lot to do with breaking from the past in bringing something new. This is why Uranus has so much to do with the future and innovation and technology. And really is about Uranus helps us to usher in, to bring in a new paradigm. And this could be, for example, through new technologies, right? Or new solutions, or new perspectives, new ways of seeing the world. So it pushes out of the old into the future. And in Taurus, Uranus has been in Taurus for 7 years. Taurus is about money, right? Material security, resources, personal values. It speaks about the earth itself, the nature and all the gifts from Mother Earth. So that's why it has so much to do with food and agriculture and the body as well, and all the stability in systems. Um, the stability we need, the systems we rely on. So when Uranus was in Taurus, well, it is in Taurus again for the last time, but this whole period of Uranus in Taurus has been asking us, what am I holding on to tightly? What needs to evolve? So think about the last 7 years, how uh, these themes of Taurus really, we really saw massive changes. For example, we saw the birth and the explosion of digital currency. Think about digital, Uranus, currency, Taurus, right? We saw cryptocurrency. We saw all sorts of decentralized finances, new ways to pay for things. Like now we just use our phones and that's it. Digital currency, right? New ways to exchange money and all these different, like how many people um, started to earn income in all different ways, even work, like, the way we work. Um, and relying more and more on technology. So it's like this really, we saw the rise of AI, taking over the manual labor of Taurus, and all these new conversations about the food systems and farming and sustainability and climate change awareness, a lot about the body itself. We saw so much, we've been seeing really a revolution around the body and gender expression, beauty standards as well. So, and with Uranus, Uranus is um there can be this erratic energy as well. So we also saw a lot of instability. Taurus wants security and stability, while Uranus is really trying to usher us into the future. So this is why it can bring disruption. It can bring sudden changes and awakening that can really push us into finding new ways, new solutions, new perspectives. So Uranus now is coming back. It is already in Taurus, but coming back to finish the job, right? It's our last window of opportunity here. So think about November 8th, 2025 until April 25th of 2026. Uranus is going to be retrograding into Taurus one last time. So this is the last chapter, right? The final shakeup before it finally moves on and it's officially into Gemini. So, what does this mean for us personally, collectively? Look at any unfinished business, unresolved lessons. Think about this being that final upgrade or the last push to evolve something that we have resisted changing. So anywhere where you've stayed comfortable, or maybe you've been a little stubborn or delaying that necessary, you know, change. And this could very much be about money, our relationship, to our resources, all the ways we make money, all the ways we receive money, and our relationship with money itself. Also about the body, how you take care of your body, how you take care of yourself, the land, the environment, the food, the food you're eating, how you're nourishing this vessel of consciousness, which is your body, right? Your temple, your palace, your home, the home of your spirit. Can you improve it? Do you need to change anything? Are there things that need to be upgraded, elevated? And maybe again, old ways of being, of doing things that need to be improved, upgraded, elevated. Think about Uranus wanting to bring the new. So where do you need to bring the new? What structures are you clinging to? What values are you ready to update? What systems in your life are too small for who you're becoming, or where you see yourself going? So where have you been in your comfort zone that might be holding you back? Again, so much about this can be about releasing old financial patterns, outdated beliefs around um, stability, abundance, and fears that can keep you small, that can keep you stuck. Uranus wants freedom. It wants innovation. It wants evolution. It does not want destruction or chaos itself. That's not the intention. But if we hold on to the old, that's when Uranus can bring in the shakeups and the disruption and the chaos, so to speak. So use this as a window of reinvention, new ways to earn, new ways to live with the earth, new definitions of wealth, new value systems around your own creativity and embodiment. So look at your natal chart. Look at where you have Taurus, and also look at any planets there in the late degrees of Taurus. Pay close attention because this is really, really, really important for you, because it's going to be hitting, planets in your natal chart. But this is really for all of us. But if you have planets in Taurus and also planets at the late degrees of Scorpio, because that's the axis of Taurus, Scorpio, and even planets on your fixed signs as well. So that's Leo and Aquarius around those late degrees. These, this is really strong for you. So it's really that moment where there needs to be evolution. And it may feel uncomfortable at first, but if something breaks, Urana doesn't break what's working. It is breaking wherever we're really playing small for who we are becoming. All right. So again, Uranus will be in Taurus. The dates are November 25 until April 2026. So pay attention to what's coming up, what's happening in your life, and where you need to be liberated. And then on April 2026, Uranus moves fully into Gemini. And it's going to be in Gemini for 7 years. Wherever Gemini is in your chart, Uranus is going to be awakening those that area of your life. So see where Uranus, what house it's in, because that house will be, the themes of that house will be elevated, upgraded, brought to a new level. So if I actually created a video about Uranus and Gemini, I will have the link below for you. Take a look at that. It brings all the themes in our personal lives and collectively speaking as well. This Uranus and Gemini will really be monumental, especially because during the first years of Uranus and Gemini, it's going to be trining Pluto in Aquarius. So these two planets in air signs, Aquarius is an air sign, Gemini is an air sign. So this Pluto and Uranus are really going to be working together, ushering in really truly a new era for us here on this planet. All right, so make sure to check out that video. And if you liked this video, if you like this video, make sure to like it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you do, and I will see you next time.